Hi, Walt Brown Jr. from Brown's Classic Autos, and thank you very much for taking the time to join our family today. As you know, I'm in front of the 2015 Hellcat. Chris has got a lot more to say about this car, but as you know, it's one badass hot rod.
This 2015 Challenger Hellcat has 707 horsepower and 650 foot-pounds of torque, all on a 6-speed transmission by Tremec. Limited production on these cars. Don't sit on a waiting list. Get this one today. We customized this Hellcat by putting on these black vinyl stripes with the red pinstripe. We lowered it about a ½ inch with some H&R springs. So if you want any car customized, whether it's a new car, old car, we can do it here at Brown's.
So you've spent a little bit of time touring Brown's today, and we appreciate you taking time for that. But please remember one thing, whether it's a Hellcat, a Range Rover, a classic Cobra, maybe even a Shelby, how about one of those hot Chevelles or Camaros? Know that we're the place for it. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.
Hello and welcome to Brown's Classic Auto. Now I'm here at a place which really fulfills dreams, and you could say for some it's opportunities lost. Most of the people walking around here this evening have a story to tell about a car that, well, that kind of got away, and for many the Cobra was one of those. It was very desirable, very powerful, very muscular, very manly, exactly what most people thought they were in life. And of course, they went on, thanks to Shelby, to be worth an absolute fortune. So how do you have one these days? Well, the best way is to go with a replica. And here we have one of the best examples. This is the only replica that is licensed by the Shelby Foundation. And of course, it is an opportunity for people to get into it. The engine is the Roush 427, that's the one you want, and of course it comes with the Shelby valve covers and all sorts of Shelby engine components. It looks fantastic, but of course, for most people, the engine is the heart and the body is the soul. The Shelby here in titanium with these black stripes is absolutely magnificent. For most people, Cobra was an extension of your personality. This is muscular, it's purposeful, it's mean, and certainly when it comes to building it and fitting it out, it's exactly with that intent in mind. Remember, these aren't easy to drive. These cars are analog. By that I mean there are no electronic aids. You better be prepared to man up your driving if you're going to get behind the wheel of one of these. Over 530 horsepower, no traction control, no ABS, it's all down to you. But if you're in the game and you feel ready to drive one of these, come to Brown's Classic Auto and they will put one together for you that is as close to the real thing as they ever will be.
We're at Brown's Custom and Hot Rod for the dinner and the event, and purchased some more items. They've been really helpful with selling us some parts, answering questions, and just helping us out all together on purchasing some items for our cars. I've got a 69 Camaro and a 69 C10 pickup. We've purchased some headers, some radiators from them. They've all fit and been really well for the vehicles. And
somebody told us to come down here and check it out because they had some nice cars. They have some cars for sale. My wife would like to have a Cobra.
Are you impressed?
I am impressed, very impressed with the place. In fact, I asked her if she wanted the Cobra that's for sale inside. So, if she wanted it, she could have it.
The reason is the quality of the work. The shop rate is very reasonable, and I know the work will be done once and done right. After you get in this business for a long time, you find who does what, and the shop rate is in some places exorbitant. This is a reasonable shop rate in my opinion, and the quality of the work is absolutely the reason I'm here. I know it'll be done, I know it'll be done right, and it'll be done once. And I'll drive out of here and drive it back to California without a hesitation in the moment. Jump on the freeway and go. Fabulous shop, space and room and parts and the people here. Walt Brown's probably the nicest guy I've ever met. This is a 41 Ford pickup. It's got a small block Chevrolet in it. I just put an overdrive transmission in it that Tony recommended that we do. It doubled the gas mileage. He's going to put an EFI, which is electronic fuel injection unit on it. That will increase it probably another 15 or 20%. So the ultimate goal will be to get a car that's a hot rod. It's got a lot of power, big motor, and we'll get 20 to 25 miles a gallon of gas, maybe 27 with the EFI. And that's important because it's 400 miles to home. That's the reason we're here, and that's the reason we're coming back.
The quality was beyond belief of the finished product, and I was just ecstatic with the results. I mean, the Browns family, Walt Brown, who I've gotten to know over this time period, has been a great man to get to know. He believes in the same things. He understands that, people are paying good money for these products, and they want top quality product. I brought in a 1952 Curtis 500S. We found it at auction, and this car I had been watching for 5 years on the internet, and finally got the right price on it. I bought the car. We picked it up on Monday. Tuesday it was totally apart. In less a year we had the car at the first major car show, which is the Grand National Roadster Show, which is the second biggest prestigious car show in America. We were very fortunate. We won first in our class, and we went first overall in the sports class.
Why did that happen?
Because of the quality of Tony Army and the capability of the Brown staff, from the painter to the interior, Glenn Kramer, to Tony's knowledge, and the fact that here's a car, there's 16 of them left in the world. And to take a car from that condition and make it perfect, it was a pleasure working with Tony.
I bought a continuation Cobra, which is one of the 4000 series, is built by Shelby in Las Vegas. And the car was 15 years old, had only been driven about 2,100 miles, needed a lot of love and care, so I brought it here to Charlie, and we went over the things that it needed, and he took care of it beautifully. I couldn't say more about the people here at Browns. They are so nice, and they do such great work, so it's just a pleasure to work with them. It needed shocks. They were leaking just from sitting for so long, and we had to have shocks custom made for it because Shelby quit building these cars in 2003. They built 400 of them. Mine's number 167. We had a hard time finding some of the bushings and so forth that it needed. They finally wound up hand machining aluminum bushings for me here in the shop, which I wasn't aware of them being able to do that, but it made the rear end even tighter than if it would have had rubber bushings. And but everything went just pretty much as I was told.
Basically here at Browns, we offer sales, consignment, and a full service shop. We can do anything from an oil change to a full custom build or restoration. And our sales and consignment shop is one of the biggest in the country, one of the most successful consignment shops in the U.S. A lot of these cars that we're rebuilding and restoring, people grew up with these cars. They've got a little historic and family value to them that they want to get it back to a car they grew up with. They've got the family attachment to it, which really makes it a sentimental value. And besides the financial part of it, it really touches their heart. We'll get customers that want an exact car that they grew up with. They want a stock original 57 Bel Air that was blue with white and white interior, or we'll get somebody that comes in that wants a Bel Air that looked like they had when they were a kid, or that their parents had when they were a kid, and they want a new motor in it and a new drivetrain so that it runs and drives like a brand new car. So we get different customers that want different things, and we really have to nail it in to get them the car that they want for the money they need. Some of the cars that we have requests to build, we can't buy parts for. We can't buy a new fender for. So they have to hand make the fender. They have to hand roll the steel. They have to weld parts, hammer parts. It's not just a part that you can go buy from Schucks or O'Reilly's or things like that. It's a part they have to put a lot of time and effort into building and making sure it fits on the car and fabricating it to the best of their ability and making it perfect. But the person that comes in that hasn't seen their car in 8 months or a year and see what we've done to it and the work that's been done, it's like watching their child be born. It's pretty amazing. So, Browns Classic Autos will help them find a car that they're looking to rebuild. We can help them buy it, and we get to them on a point where we get that car purchased for a certain price, and from there we talk about what kind of restoration level it's going to need, whether it's full frame off, it's going to need a complete new paint job, a new motor, new interior, and we basically print that out, go over every step with them, get them an estimate, and start from there. Walt's father started some dealerships in New Mexico in the 50s, and this was kind of handed down through his family. So getting a customer in here is kind of almost build them into our family. We take everything here to heart, and we want the customer to feel like he's part of our family and come back and be with us from the time his build has started to the time it's finished, and to continue bringing it back to us for service or just for us to even show the car. We want him to be part of Brown's family from here on out.